everyone, it's Sue. Welcome to my channel. I just thought I'd take a little bit of a moment to acknowledge some shout outs that I've had recently. You may have noticed that I've had some new subscribers to my channel, and that was mostly because I had a couple of shout outs from some other YouTubers. One of them was Uni Desiree and the other was Susie from Susie's Craft Room. And that got to me thinking that I'd like to actually return the favour and support some of the channels that you may not have heard about. So on the screen you'll see a couple of channels. One is Tracey Susan and Susie's Craft Room, and I just thought I would just add this screen to a few of my videos coming up, just as a way of shouting out and sharing some of the channels that I've come across, because quite often I'll come across a channel that I've never heard of before. There was one recently I came across that had 50,000 subscribers, and I sort of thought to myself, wow, how come I haven't come across this person before? But anyway, so I just thought I'd take the time to share a couple of channels. The links will be below in the description box, so if you'd like to have a look, take your time to have a look at some of the videos, that would be great. And now we'll continue with the actual video. Thank you. Hi everyone, Sue from Art Craft and Journals. Welcome to my craft room today. I thought I would come on and just do a quick share of the slow stitch projects that I've sort of been doing over the last, I don't know, a long time. I'll start with this one. This one was to do with the Sew for the Soul. It was sort of a project or an inspiration from Anne Brooke, who is a textile artist in the UK, and she was doing, I'm not sure what it's like. To me it's a sample. It's like a sample roll, and the idea was that you had a long strip, you did all sorts of things on it, and you could roll it onto one of those wooden spools, but I don't have one of those, so I thought I would just make mine into a wall hanging. And basically it was all slow stitched. So I started with a strip of, I'm not sure what you call it, it's like a thicker, I'm not sure what you call it, it's like a felty, backgroundy stuff. Anyway, and then you just had to put pieces of fabric on and basically do some slow stitching on it. And each week each few weeks there was a different element to add to it. So initially it was just firstly it was placing of the fabric and doing some slow stitches around it, and then there was adding buttons, these things here, which I've always grown up calling them yo-yos, but she calls them Suffolk puffs. So you could add whatever you like to it. So I'll just go through, and I will link her video so she will explain it much better than I did. But please go and see her video if you're interested. So I've got a little fairy charm here, and this section here is just looped over, and I will thread a piece of dowel or something through there and hang it. So mine's a wall hanging. I've gone with the pinky shades, mostly because that's most of the fabric I had. These are just some buttons sewn on. There's some chain stitch. These stitches are pistol stitches. That's a bit of an offcut of doily. There's a lot of just straight stitch, or what I call tacking stitch. This was a little flower from a trim that I cut off. There's a circle underneath, and it's a blanket stitch around it. Maybe if I hold it up a bit higher. And you can see I've got the little Suffolk puffs with stitching around them there. I've got some pins there. And then just some other stitches. These ones I believe are called seed stitch, and it's just basically up and down, up and down. That was a little applique from somewhere. And then we have just some more bits. There's some French knots as well. These ones are French knots. These ones I believe are colonial knots. This is, what do I call that one? I think that's an open chain. I think that's what it's called. some more buttons and things, some hexagons that would be used in hand patchwork. It was interesting when I was doing this because I have done a lot of embroidery in the past, but I did stop doing it for a long time simply because after a while I ended up with quite a few embroidery pieces that I didn't know what to do with, and a lot of them I've actually put in bags to go to the op shop as well, which now in hindsight I think, oh, you silly person, but anyway, that's life. And that's to finish it. So I just added this to the end, and I did blanket stitch all the way down each side. You could have backed it. To be honest, I didn't think it was necessary. I'm going to hang mine on the wall, so that's pretty much it. Look, I could do more to it, but I have other projects that I wanted to do, so I thought that was enough for that one. Now I have started her next project, which was a fabric book. I haven't done too much of it, I have to be honest. I kind of got sidetracked with several other projects. So basically it was a fabric book, and again it's that same base to it, which I can't remember the name of. And the first page was simply putting fabric down, and I've added a few bits and pieces. I've got the applique there, that's a piece from a doily. This is a piece from a doily, and there seems to be lots and lots of little loose ends of fabric that need trimming. Excuse me while I just do that, otherwise I'll forget. This actually is a tag. When I made the little, when I was going to just sew that straight down, and then I thought, no, why don't I make a pocket? So there's my pocket with my tag. So it's just a simple little tag that tucks in there. Okay, and next page. And it was funny, when I did this, I actually started doing it exactly when she did, when she released her first video. And as I said, this little piece of lace inspired me to do the pocket, and then in the next one, the next challenge or prompt was to put a pocket. So I kind of cheated a little bit, but anyway. And we had to leave those pages like that because I believe they were to be sewn together. And I haven't actually watched her latest videos because I didn't want to watch them until I was ready to keep going. So this is the next page, and there's sort of some circle cutouts here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but let me I'll just sort of bring it up. In here, this little bits here, they're actually used wash baby wipes. I thought I'd incorporate those. Oh, and so is that there. That one there, underneath the button. And these ones just buttons on a like a lace trim, some more Suffolk puffs, part doily, which is probably the other part to another part over there, and just some straight stitching or tacking stitch. I do need to finish this. I think I need something here, probably where I stopped, because I have not done any more, but I will do some more and do an update as well. I just thought I'd show that as well when I showed this. So they're just some of the little slow stitch projects that I am working on. I have done a little bit more on my quilt, and I will do a video on that shortly as well. Alright, just a quick video today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye!